is the Summer I Turned Pretty in book version called We'll Always Have Summer, because it's called The Summer I Turned Pretty. Interesting. I didn't know that because I have never read the books. Can you believe I've actually never been to this bookshop before, and I don't live far from here, so I don't know why I've never actually been in here before, but I'm really having a good time browsing around. I have bought a book that I am going to start reading in this vlog and hopefully finish it in this vlog. Probably take me like a few days to finish the book. Anyway, I'll show you the book after. Meanwhile, let's continue browsing. My favorite section, one of my favorite section, world history, more specifically Black history. I'm having the best time in this bookstore. It's honestly so peaceful here, and I've come at the right time. It's not busy at all. I am literally downstairs by myself. I've been browsing, doing whatever I want to do, recording. Honestly, this is the best morning because it's not 12 yet, so still morning. It's still like 11 something. Having the best time. I actually want to buy this book and teach myself finance literature. I have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I love that book. I think everybody should read it, but everybody's talking about this one, so I'm out of the bookshop and I am sat here in the park. I am gonna start reading the book that I bought. Let me show you the book. I bought this book, My Friend, by Fredrik Backman. Yeah, so that's book. I wanted it in paperback, but it's only out in hardcover at the moment, so I had to buy it in hardcover. Well, I didn't have to, but I really want to read it physically, so I had no choice but to buy it in hardcover, and it's quite a lot of money. And to be quite honest, I like collecting paperback instead of hardcovers. Most of the hardcover books that I have at home are actually fantasy, so yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna sit here for a bit and start reading it, and I'll update you. I'm back home now. I am gonna change out of my outdoor clothes and put on my indoor clothes, because who comes home and stays in their outdoor clothes is very uncomfortable. I am also in the middle of watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. Don't switch off, there's no spoilers here. I'm still on episode 5. I haven't finished episode 5. That is because, guys, Season 3 is pissing me off. I feel like I have to force myself to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. And I didn't feel like that in season 1 or season 2. But hear me out. This is the problem I have sometimes with love triangles, right? This is why when I read like romance books, I don't read love triangle books. I stay away from them. Even like TV shows or movies, stay away from all of that stuff, because I feel like, right, when the writers write love triangles, there is always one character of the love triangle that they make bad. Okay, why? Just make all of them good. Make all of them good so that when we get to the end, we actually don't know who we are rooting for. Okay, I've always been Team Conrad. Like, I've always been Team Conrad, because I feel like when Belly and Conrad were together, they didn't get a chance. They didn't have a chance. He was dealing with so much. But Jeremiah was good. He was a good best friend to Belly. He was a good boyfriend. And now in season 3, right? In season 3, the way they have written him, I'm just not vibing with it. I'm finding myself having to force myself to watch it, because I'm like, I want to know what happens in the end, of course. And I do love it. I do love it. It's just that I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. The only TV show that I've ever seen with a love triangle and I was like, this works, this is great, has been The Vampire Diaries. Comment down below if you agree with me or not, because I feel like Damon was always Damon. He was always moral gray. Stefan was good, although he was bad at some point, but like you could understand why he was bad, you know? Like, it made sense. It made sense. We didn't know who, what was her name? Oh my God, I forgot. I was gonna say Nina, that's the actress's name. Oh my God, what was the name? What was her character's name in The Vampire Diaries? I forgot. It's gonna bug me. She didn't know who she was gonna choose. If it was gonna be Damien, if it was gonna be Stefan. I am gonna go get something to eat. As I said, change into my indoor clothes, and then we'll catch up in the next clip. You guys, I think it's high time that I give you an update, because the whole point of this video is a reading vlog, but I haven't updated you much, and I am so sorry. Like, forgive me. I'm easing myself back into vlogging, especially doing reading vlogs, you know. I am halfway through the book already. I am here, can you see? And I'm also using this as my bookmarker. I do have lots of bookmarkers, but I don't know where they are. So yeah, I am on chapter 22. I am reading it physically and listening to it on Audible. The reason why I decided to listen to it on Audible is because I do want to finish it in this vlog, but I have limited time. Okay, I have today and tomorrow morning, and I need to finish it. I want to edit this vlog and then get it up. So yeah, but let's talk about this book, my friends, by Fredrik Backman. I love this man's writing. I've always seen many books by this author on BookTok, on TikTok. Like, I've seen so many books by him. I think the most famous one that I've seen is like Anxious People, and I've always been like, I need to pick up a book by him. And this happens to be the one I picked up. And the reason why I picked it up is because I was watching Steph Ball's vlog, and she was talking about this book, and I thought to myself, okay, this is the one. But anyways, this book is just really beautifully written. It's fantastic. It's a book that teaches you, not even teaches you, but just talks about friendship and how friends can become your family, because you're more likely to be vulnerable with your friends than you are with your family. You're more likely to say things, to confide in your friends, about things you will never confide in your family. So it's really is about friendship, and it's so much more than friendship. It's really hard to explain without giving it away. It's about art, it's about love, it's about struggles of life and how you overcome those struggles, what you live in the world. It's just a very, very beautifully written book. I'm only halfway through, so I don't know what's gonna happen in the next half of the book. I'll keep you updated, but yeah, I'm really, really enjoying reading it. So friends, a lot has happened since I started this reading vlog. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's about 4 weeks later, okay? It's about 4 weeks later. I celebrated my brother's engagement. It was beautiful. It was fun. I did finish My Friends by Fredrik Backman. I have since read about 4 books. So yeah, the all romance books. I read Wild Card by Elsie Silver. Then I read Mate by Ellie Hazelwood, and now I am on the 3rd book in the off-campus series. I mean, the TV show should be coming out next year because I believe they've just finished filming it. So I thought to myself, there's no other better time than reading it now so that I'm ready for when the TV show comes out, okay? I had read The Deal in that series, but I didn't continue. I love The Deal. Like, I love that book so much. I am now on my 3rd book, as I said, and The Deal is still one of my favorites, honestly. Anyways, comment below if you've read the off-campus series, if you're excited for the TV show. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just tell me to shut up, okay? I also did finish The Summer I Turned Pretty. When I watched the last episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, I thought to myself, something is missing from this episode. Something is missing. Like, what happened to the scene of everybody together? What happened to the closure of the parents? I don't want to like spoil it for anybody who hasn't watched it. Like, there were so many questions that I had, but then I found out that we're getting a film. I'm pretty excited. But anyways, you didn't come here for that because this is a vlog of My Friends. Right, let's talk about this book. I absolutely love the writing in this book. There is so many beautiful quotes that I highlighted. I would definitely be picking up more books by Fredrik Backman. I loved reading it. However, having said that, I didn't connect with this book as much as I thought I would connect with it, okay? And I think it's mainly to do with the fact that I didn't connect with the main character as much as I thought I would. I thought this book was gonna be a 5-star for me. I thought it was gonna be living in my head rent-free. However, that's not the case, okay? But that's not to say that it's a bad book. It's not at all. I do think, though, if I read this book in my 20s, I would have definitely connected with it more. If I read it when I was like, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, I would have definitely connected with this book more. But now, reading it in my 30s, I mean, I have lived a life, okay? I have learned a lot about friendship. And that's not to say that I didn't learn any new things. Like I said, there is so many beautiful quotes in here. There is so many things that I learned. There is so many things that I was reading and it was making me think. So yeah, the book is definitely beautiful. I just didn't connect with it as much as I thought I would. So essentially in this book, we follow our main character called Louisa, who breaks into an art gallery to steal an art piece. Art piece looks exactly like how the book looks, you know. It's a painting of 3 young people and the story is told in then and now timeline. So yeah. And as much as I love the main character, Louisa, I love what she stands for, I love her quirkiness, I love her difference, there was just something missing. And it's interesting because she's been through some stuff which is similar to me. So I thought I would connect with her more than I connected with her, if that makes
any sense at all. It will only make sense to the people who have read this book. If you haven't read this book, I don't think what I'm talking about is going to make any sense. I did rate this book a 3.5 stars. For me, that's not bad rating at all. Would I recommend this book? 100%. There is so many beautiful messages in here about friendship. Friends become your family. Friends can push you to be your best self. Friends are there for you through the dark times, the good times. Again, why I said I'll connect with this book more if I read it in my 20s or if I was like 17, because the friendship in this book that is talked about is very much young friendship. You see how that young friendship shapes each individual in the friendship. They're there for each other through thick and thin. All of them are going through some things that I can't talk about because I don't want to spoil the book. So yeah, so those are my thoughts. I hope I am making sense because I feel like I'm not making any sense. But anyway, I rated this book 3.5 stars. I would definitely recommend it. I just didn't connect with it as much as I thought I'll connect with it. So yeah, thank you for watching and come back for a next reading vlog and see you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.